Greetings and salutations to all you beautiful people out there. I am Mr. Xi, and this is your gaming news roundup for today. We're going to be talking about the Tokyo Gaming Show that's taking place this weekend and some of the big boys that are making headlines over there. We're also going to touch bases on Luna. Everyone's talking about Amazon's answer to cloud gaming and what it all entails. Also, we're going to talk a little bit about Xbox Remote Play app, the app that we all been enjoying on Android to harness the power of the cloud. It's been missing on Apple for a little bit, and now they got it, but some key features are missing. We're going to talk about that. So let's get into it. Starting out first, over at the Tokyo Gaming Show was big news. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, the second entry in the Hyrule Warriors series, was announced. This is going to be a prequel set 100 years before the first. It's definitely taking a Breath of the Wild kind of look and art style. It's going to share some of the similar mechanics from the first entry, as in playing as multiple characters to get stuff done because they have different ability kind of mechanic thing. Link, of course, being one of those multiple characters. It has a slot release date of November 20th. Pre-orders are live now. You can get them at any major game retailer. They have a treasure box special edition where you get a paraglider themed blanket. So you can go ahead and get your hands on something like that if you are interested. This is available only on the Switch, which makes me a little bit jealous. The other big boy announced at the Tokyo Gaming Show was this guy, Nier Replicant, which is a retelling of the 2010 release. This is going to be slotted for April 23rd of next year. Those who are not familiar with the Nier series, it is marketed as an action RPG, but trust me, it is much, much more than that. This game will shift gameplay mechanics right in front of you. It will go from a 3D exploration, like I said, an action RPG, to a 2D beat 'em up, to a button mashing minigame, to sometimes even like a Shadow of Colossus kind of boss battle scenario. It even does like a top-down bullet thing every once in a while. The game's crazy. Regardless, there's going to be all new characters, there's going to be a new storyline, and it's going to be told from a different point of view from what I understand. Their pre-orders are live right now. They have a White Owl edition, which will get the fans a little bit more into the lore, a massive lore to this game apparently, because this White Snow edition comes with seven books with all kinds of goodies to get you all caught up with the backstory of Nier. Nier is one of those diamonds in the rough. I never gave it a chance at first, then I gave it a little bit of a play once I got my PC, and it's crazy. The anime style and everything is very, very intriguing. Definitely keep an eye out for this one. Again, it is released for next year on April 23rd. Moving on to bigger news, Amazon has announced Luna, their answer to game streaming. Luna sounds like it's going to be more of a service closer to Game Pass than a device like Google Stadia, which in my opinion is way smarter. They're saying that initially it will be available on PC, Mac, Fire TV, iPhone, iPad at launch, then later on available on Android. They also state that the price is going to be an introductory price. Now let's zoom in on that. Introductory is just a scummy way of saying this price for right now, and we'll raise it to whatever the hell we want, whenever the hell we want. So keep that in mind. Anyways, introductory price is marked at $5.99 a month, but that is to gain access to this Lunar Plus. They go on to say that each developer will have their own channel. They use Ubisoft as an example. You will subscribe to Ubisoft's channel and then be able to enjoy Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Far Cry 6, Phoenix Rising, and all the other ones same day they release, but that's if you're subscribed to the channel. Is that going to be an additional cost to your introductory price of $5.99? I'm gonna have to say yeah. It's designed, set up that way. That's terrible if that's the case. I don't like that at all. Of course, I'm not going to sit here and bash it. They are doing some innovative things. They've introduced a controller to go along with it. Again, this is not mandatory. They are stating that any Bluetooth controller, as well as mouse and keyboard, will work with Luna. But their insight to go and get their controller is a few key features, where one, they say that instead of using Bluetooth technology to connect, the Luna controller will directly connect to their cloud service. Well, what does that mean? Well, they're claiming that there's going to be a reduction in latency from 17 to 30 milliseconds among PC, Fire TV, and Macs because of it connecting directly to the cloud service, and quality of life when it comes to moving from device to device. You won't have to disconnect and reconnect if you were trying to play a game from your tablet and then you want to move on to, let's say, your TV using the Fire Stick. You're already connected. The cloud, the controller connects straight to the cloud, so that's wonderful. Let's keep an eye on what else they're going to do here as far as that's concerned. I mean, like I said, the worst part is this introductory price and how they're going to have some sort of a channel system. I'm looking at it more of like kind of like, you know, you got Hulu, but then you got to subscribe to Stars and HBO and all their the little subcategories. That's going to start getting expensive if that is the case. Moving on, Among Us 2 canceled. Oh, sad face. But no, avast. They canceled it only to put all the new features that they were working on into the game that is already out. If you have been living underneath a rock for the last couple weeks, Among Us is the team-based game that has swept and stole the hearts of thousands of streamers out there. You and your teammates must figure out which one of you are the imposter, either by text chat or by voice chat. They have, yes, canceled the sequel, but to put all the features into the one that's already available on Steam and mobile. Some of the features that are being implemented is a colorblind accessibility, as the game is highly reliant on color, whether it's some of the tasks that you have to do where it's matching wires of the same color, or whether it's calling out vital information when you have team meetings about who the imposter might be. A lot of the times people identify the imposter by the color that they are. Red looks sus, and examples like that. Other things that they're working on is server fixes that has been plaguing the game as far as being dropped out of the room or in the middle of a game or whatnot. They are aware of the issue. They have not released an ETA at all, but hey, at least they know that it's a problem and they've announced that they are looking into it. Also, they are adding a friends and an account system, which is going to be great, so you can go ahead and keep track of all your friends. Just doesn't matter which platform they're playing on, whether it be mobile or on the PC. And finally, if you guys are already tired of the stage that you've been playing, they are working on a new one. It is in very early access, but the fact that they are working on a new map is great news. Of course, you can go to Innersloth's website for more information on Among Us and all of its new features, or follow them on Twitter. And Rocket League officially makes their transition to a free-to-play format. All your normal bells and whistles of a free-to-play game are here. You have your seasons, you have your quote-unquote battle pass. They have challenges, weekly, seasonal, and ones designed specifically for new players. It's a good way to get through the tutorial and get a little feel for the game, as it can be a little bit of a learning curve, as well as get a few rewards and XP while you're at it. If you're an existing Rocket League player and simply just transitioning to the free-to-play format, these newbie challenges will not be available to you. As well as the addition to the challenges and the seasons, they have went ahead and added some cosmetic stuff. You got some new antenna items here, and they have made some changes and updates to drops. The achievements had to be adjusted, obviously, as they switched to free to play. You can read all about this and how the seasons and tournaments and everything they have planned for the very first season, which went live on the 22nd of this month. More about it on rocketleague.com, or of course you can follow them on Twitter. Both links in the description. And really quickly, WB is having a publisher weekend from September 24th to the 28th on some of their select games. This includes titles from the Middle Earth series. They have Injustice on here. You could get Mad Max for under $5. A few of the Lego games are here. Injustice, a few of their more popular titles. Some of them have been out for quite a bit of a while, but maybe you missed them, and now is a good chance to pick them up for super cheap. And finally, stopping off at Hades. How is it doing? Well, it's doing fairly well. As you can see at the top sellers, it is number 3 in the likes of the Mafia Definitive Edition and No Man's Sky. Hades is a roguelike game. It's kind of top-down, where you are dungeon crawling. I believe you're in hell or something like that. Obviously, it has been overwhelmingly positive and welcomed with open arms. It has a really, really cool graphic style. It's kind of a comic book-looky kind of thing. The story seems amazing to it. I don't know much about it, but I tell you who does know a lot about it is my buddy here, Justin Jacobs. He's been covering the game and doing a gameplay, or a let's play rather, of the Hades game. He has thrown up 3 parts so far. He's doing each video is 1 life, and he won't go any further unless he makes an exception. Anyways, go check him out. He is a newbie to YouTube, just like me, and could use the initial support. Well, that's going to do it for today's roundup of gaming news. I am Mr. X. I want to go out there and thank all of you for viewing and liking my first video that I put up the other day. I can't believe how much support I got in not even the first 24 hours. It is very heartwarming, and it does give me the drive to continue to make these videos. If anything here today that you saw was anywhere interesting or informative, please give the video a like. It does help. And if you want to continue to see more of this type of content, you can go ahead and subscribe, and if you want to, click the notification bell. I am Mr. XI. This is your one-stop shop for gaming news, and I will catch you next time.